Have you ever wondered how to rent properties in the USA? Well, today we're going to take that mystery and turn it into knowledge. This video is your guide, your roadmap, and your friend as we venture into the process of renting properties in the land of opportunity. We're going to break down this journey into simple, easy-to-follow steps, from understanding your needs to searching for the perfect property, applying for a rental, comprehending your lease agreement, and finally moving in. Each step of the way will be there, guiding you through the ins and outs, the do's and don'ts, and the how-tos. So whether you're a seasoned renter looking for a refresher or a first-time renter feeling a bit overwhelmed, this video is for you. So buckle up and get ready to delve deep into the world of renting properties. The first step in the rental process is understanding your requirements. This is not just about knowing what you want, but why you want it. Is it a cozy apartment for one, a spacious house for a growing family, or perhaps a duplex for shared living? Your choice of property type should align with your lifestyle and future plans. Next, consider the location. Do you want to be in the heart of the city with everything at your doorstep, or do you prefer the tranquility of the suburbs? Also, think about proximity to work, schools, and amenities. Your budget is another key factor. It's crucial to know how much you can comfortably afford each month, factoring in utilities and other living expenses. Lastly, think about your preferences. Do you need a pet-friendly place or a home with a yard? These details help refine your search. Once you have a clear understanding of your requirements, you can move on to the next step. Now that you know what you're looking for, it's time to start searching. The quest for the perfect rental property can take many forms, and it's essential to explore all avenues to find that gem that fits your needs. Let's begin with online listings. In this digital age, a plethora of platforms offer comprehensive databases of rental properties. Websites like Zillow, Apartments.com, and Craigslist are great places to start. They offer filters to narrow down your search based on your preferences such as location, price range, number of bedrooms, and so on. Remember, the internet is a vast place, so don't limit yourself to just one site. Yet, despite the convenience of digital platforms, don't discount the value of a seasoned real estate agent. They can provide personalized service, offer insider knowledge about the rental market, and even negotiate the rent on your behalf. They'll do the legwork, saving you time and energy. For those who prefer a more traditional approach, newspaper classifieds can still prove fruitful. Local newspapers often have a section dedicated to rental listings. This can be an excellent way to find properties in specific neighborhoods. Now, on to an often overlooked yet crucial part of the search: researching the neighborhood. It's not just about the property itself, but also where it's located. Look into aspects like safety, proximity to amenities, and public transport. Visiting the property is another vital step. Pictures can be deceiving, so it's important to see the property in person before making a decision. Assess the condition of the property, check if the amenities match up to what was advertised, and get a feel of the place. A word of caution: beware of scams. If something seems too good to be true, it probably is. Always verify the property and the landlord before parting with any money. In conclusion, searching for a rental property is a process that requires patience, diligence, and a bit of savvy. It's about more than just finding a place to live. It's about finding a place that you can call home. With thorough research and a keen eye, you'll be able to find a property that suits your needs. Found a property that ticks all your boxes? Great. The next step is to apply for it. Now, applying for a rental property might seem like a daunting task, but fear not. We're here to break it down for you. Firstly, you'll need to fill out a rental application. This is a type of resume for your prospective landlord, providing them with a snapshot of who you are as a potential tenant. It typically includes basic information about you, your current employment, and your rental history. Next, let's talk about documents. You'll need to provide proof of income. This could be pay stubs, a letter from your employer, or even your tax return if you're self-employed. You'll also need to provide your identification, usually a driver's license or passport. Now on to credit checks. A credit check is standard in the rental application process. Landlords want to ensure that you're financially responsible and able to meet your rental obligations, so ensure you have a good credit score to increase your chances of approval. References are also a key part of the application. Previous landlords, employers, or even character references can vouch for your reliability as a tenant. Now, what if you're a student or don't have a steady income? That's where a guarantor comes in. A guarantor is someone who agrees to pay your rent if you can't. This is often a parent or guardian, but it can also be anyone who trusts you and has a solid financial standing. Remember, every landlord and rental agency might have different requirements, so it's essential to ask what's needed before you start the application process. Finally, be prepared to pay an application fee. This covers the cost of processing your application and running a credit check. So there you have it. The rental application process might seem like a lot, but taking it step by step can make it far less intimidating. Once you've successfully applied, it's time to understand the lease agreement. Understanding your lease agreement is crucial before you sign it. Now let's delve into the core aspects that make up a lease agreement. Firstly, the duration of the lease. This is the period you're agreeing to rent the property. It could be as short as month to month or as long as a year or more. It's important to ensure the lease duration matches your living arrangements and future plans. Next, we have the rent amount. This is the monthly payment you'll need to make to your landlord. It's essential to make sure this amount fits comfortably within your budget. Also, pay attention to the due date and the method of payment as specified in the agreement. Thirdly, the security deposit. This is a lump sum you give to your landlord before moving in as a form of insurance for any potential damages. The terms for the return of this deposit should be clearly outlined in the agreement. Then we have repairs and maintenance. Who's responsible for what? It's vital to understand this aspect. Some leases require the tenant to take care of minor repairs and upkeep, while others may hold the landlord responsible for all property maintenance. Lastly, the termination clauses. These are conditions under which the lease can be ended early by either party. These could include job relocation, military deployment, or breach of lease terms, among others. It's important to know your rights and obligations in these scenarios. Remember, a lease agreement is a legally binding document. If something doesn't make sense, don't hesitate to ask for clarification. Consider having a legal professional review the agreement before you sign it. The aim is to have a clear understanding of what you're agreeing to. This will help avoid any unpleasant surprises down the line. So take your time, read every clause carefully, and ask questions when necessary. A well-understood lease agreement ensures a smooth rental experience. It's all about being informed and prepared so you can enjoy your new home with peace of mind. Congrats! You've signed the lease. Now it's time to move in. This process is more than just carrying boxes from one spot to another. It's about making a new place your home. A crucial step before you start unpacking is conducting a thorough inspection. This means checking everything from the plumbing to the paintwork. Look for any pre-existing damage. It's important to document these issues, preferably with photos, to avoid potential disputes down the line. Check the heating, cooling, and other appliances. Make sure they are functioning correctly. If you encounter any problems, notify your landlord or property manager promptly. Remember, this is your chance to ensure everything is in order before you settle in. Moving in is like turning a blank canvas into a masterpiece of comfort and personality. So take your time, plan your space, and gradually build it into your dream home. With this, you've successfully rented a property in the USA.